Okay, Gary, let's start off talking about Paddy Madden. It has to be mentioned, of course, doesn't it? What sort of reception? What sort of reception are you expecting him to get from the crowd?
Listen, he can only get a good one, can't he? You know, he was a fantastic first division player for us, and you know, we took him from humble beginnings, if you like, and he was a humble lad, and he obviously he was a major part of our promotion, which is why we've still got all his pictures up all over the stadium, you know. So I'm sure that you've always got to remember the players that have done well for your club, supporters, board of directors, management, other players. No, he'd be respected for what he'd done for us.
Yeah, and from your point of view, I guess you feel, obviously you know his game very well, so you know what to expect in some ways, I suppose.
Yeah, of course we know that. It just depend on what the tactics are of Scunthorpe on the day. You know, we'll have to have a look at a couple of their last games and see how they played, etc. tactically. So no, we'll deal with it. But I suppose it's the evil, and what you do know is that if he's on his game, he's a dangerous player, like all strikers in the first division.
Yeah, will you have a chat with him, or now he's in the opposition, you're not too worried, you just get on with your job in hand?
Yeah, I mean, no, I'll just get on with my job in hand. If he's standing there when I'm standing there, and then I'll have a chat with him. But I don't think either of us will particularly find each other for a chat. You know what I mean? He's got a job to do, and I've got a job to do. So we're both representing and being paid by different parties now, so we've got to do our best for our own club.
Yeah, and it must be nice this week. Confidence must be given a boost, getting that first win.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was good to come in today, and I was a bit happier. Darren and Terry were still a bit Rottweilerish. But that's the relentlessness of those two. But no, we did. It was great to get the win, great to get the 3 points. Still things we've got to work on, of course, with a new group. But there was a lot of good things, as the 50-odd fans that we had go to, where did we go?
Walsall.
Yeah, Walsall. Where the fans that went there would have seen that their team performed a little bit, and especially the second half. We performed the first half without the potency, but in the second half we had that potency. And when we came in the dressing room at the end of the game, the boys had, there was a cut eye and there was a bit of blood on someone's nose and there was blood on somebody's shirt, and I really felt that they'd really picked it up and gone into battle, if you like. We don't want nobody getting a cut eye or a bleeding nose, really, but at the same time it was just conducive to the way the boys went out second half, and I was really pleased with that, and they've seen that themselves, felt it, and know that if they can reciprocate that attitude and desire, then we can win football matches.
Yeah, and important to build on it now, isn't it? I guess you could say, arguably, it could count for very little if you don't build on it this weekend.
Well, still 3 points, isn't it? Don't try and make it a negative already, but you have got to build on it. And first division clubs, it's difficult to have runs of wins in the championship like we were last year, but you can get runs of wins in the first division, and the sooner you get a good run, the better, because obviously you want to be in credit with games to points, or points to games. The boys understand that, we've explained that to them, so the sooner we get a good little run of a few wins together, the better, and we know that, of course.
Yeah, and Scunthorpe not had the best of starts in terms of conceding a lot of goals, aren't they? That must give you a little bit of confidence as well.
Well, there's no easy teams in this division. They're off the back of a good promotion and scoring lots of goals last year, so there's only 3 games, isn't it? 3 league games that we've had, so nobody will feel they're out of it yet anyway, and I'm sure Russell, their manager, would have worked very hard on stopping the goals going in, so we'll have to see the tactic they play when they come here, but we have to deal with it on the day.
Yeah, we've spoken about Paddy Madden, but another player in the Scunthorpe team that you'll know from Bristol City days is Jennison Myrie-Williams. Is he someone that you think could be potentially an influence on the game?
Yeah, he can. He was very young when I had him at Bristol City, and we gave him his debut, I think, and he had a good spell. And then, like all young lads, sometimes you have to pull them out and then you bring them back in. But he's got himself a good sort of first division career. He's got to probably try and step up and make that leap into the championship if he can. He's got good ability and he's a dangerous player on the ball, and you have to be aware of him. And I'm pleased for him. He's a nice kid, and I enjoyed working with him, and I'm sure there's still a bit more to come.
Yeah, and looking at the squad, you've made no secret you'd like to add to it. Is that something that could well happen before the weekend, or is that too soon?
Well, it's probably too soon as we speak, but you never know who comes knocking on your door late on a Thursday or a Friday morning, and we'll have a look at it. There's a few lads and clubs that we've been talking to see whether what's around and what's available, because we need to add to our squad. We're very small in numbers, which sometimes is a good thing when it's going well, because the players want to play every week, and you don't leave too many out disappointed when your numbers are low. But when you get back to playing the Christmas games, and there's a lot of games coming up at certain periods of the year, and you need a bigger squad, because like at the moment we've got 4 or 5 injuries, and so we're down to one less on the bench than we've got. So we've got one out on loan. But anyway, we need to get players in that are going to be part of our squad for a few months, not just for short term.
Yeah, and is there any developments in the situation with Matteo Lanzoni?
No, not really. Not that I can say right now. We're all in talks at the moment, and I'll let you know when there's something definitive to tell you.